Just yesterday, we're in Richmond, Virginia, racing Monster Cross. That's less than 2 hours away from where I am right now, and it was 70 degrees. Jack's already in the car. Say hi, Jack.
Hello. Cheers, man.
What'd you get?
Lights. The American light bugger.
The Mando light.
Would you like Richmond? But I personally love California.
What do you got?
This is my Sklar Super Something Radivist edition. I've got it built up with Rival 1x12, a Spork, Industry 9 wheels and hubs, White Industries headset, and then Ritchie cockpit with a Brooks C17 saddle. Tires I'm running for Monster Cross. I've got some Terravale cannonballs.
Terravale!
700 by 47. I think
Nice.
I'm going to run them about 45 PSI, maybe 40 in the rear. Depends on how bumpy things get. But yeah, excited for it.
What's the one thing on the bike setup that you think is going to work really well?
I think tires. 47s in some Meteor gravel, not quite full knob, but not slick at all. I think those are going to work great on some of this.
What were those?
gravel.
They're Terravale whats?
Cannonballs.
Cannonballs.
They're their race gravel set.
Did they come in a 50? I wonder if they come in a 50.
I do not believe so. I think the 47's as big as they come.
Okay. What's the one thing you're worried about not working right for Monster Cross? Besides your legs.
Besides my legs, after a nice winter inside, I gotta say my brakes, they're still a little shot from our PA gravel weekend that we had in the fall. That was the last time this bike saw any real action. And the brakes were absolutely shot after that weekend. And while I got them serviced, they're still not at 100%.
Who needs brakes? Who needs brakes?
So,
you don't need brakes. There's no
I got a
big
foot.
descents. There's no big descents
I
to
got a
worry
foot,
about.
You know?
You might need it to run away from the mosquitoes here in Pocahontas State
Yeah.
Park.
But no, I think this bike's well built for this event.
So I'm riding my Flanimal TI5 titanium, running DT Swiss wheels. With,
That's Rodeo Labs, right?
yes sir, it is Rodeo Labs with a spork on the front. Running 160 brake hub in the back, or brake rotor, and a 180 in the front, after realizing bike packing that you need a little more surface area to slow down and stop.
What are your tires?
Tires are Pathfinders.
What size Pathfinders you
those are
run?
42s.
What PSI, what pressure you running?
I run pretty high. I usually run between 45 and 50 in the back, and usually about 40 to 45 in the front.
You run some seriously high pressure.
I do.
Ain't no joke.
Absolutely.
Ain't no joke.
I run higher pressure because I found most of the time the surface is packed, and I like to roll fast.
It's an absolutely beautiful bike. What's the one thing on your setup that you feel is going to work really well
For me,
this weekend?
I would say probably the redshift on the front there. That always
Nice.
is a saver for me. I can hammer down through some really rough stuff and have in the past without any problem. I don't foresee any problems this go around either.
What's one thing you're worried about on that setup? Clickety clack?
Yeah. Probably the derailer that likes to make a lot of noise.
Hey, you know what? As long as it keeps moving forward, all is well.
Yeah, well, you know, I found that I do have the strength to power through it.
Yeah.
So whatever watts I lose back there, I usually just burn through more on the legs. So
Right on.
we should be able to do it.
Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
Is the Otso Warwick titanium with a kind of a hodgepodge setup, 105 and GRX Di2. It is Revolve carbon wheels, I am running Specialized Pathfinders 42s, and pressure, I'm going to try to go a little lower for this race, maybe 33, 35, somewhere in that neighborhood, somewhere in that ballpark.
Going lower.
Yeah, going to try it.
What's one thing about the bike that you're confident about this weekend?
I see the thing about the bike, let's see. Probably the tires. I always love the Pathfinders. I think they just work. They're like one of my favorite tires. And I've been looking for some different tires. You know, we all went through the Terravale Washburn phase, which worked fine. It felt like it was almost the same tire.
Yeah, pretty much.
To me, it pretty much felt like it was like interchangeable.
They were solid.
Yeah, these have been decent. And I am looking for some 50s. Looking to roll some 50s.
Always, bigger's always better in my book.
Yeah, so I feel good about that.
What's one thing you're a little worried about on the bike this weekend?
Gearing for this, that big ring. I got a big drastic step between the big ring and the little ring because it is a 2x. So that always sometimes catches me a little bit. I always worry about that. That's every event. It's hard to find the right gear with that front ring. It's like you're shifting quite a bit and shifting quite a lot.
Yeah, I think
that's one thing.
That's always the trade-off, right? Is that bike's great at bike packing with that 2x, but when you get in these racier, kind of more mountain bikey
this is a fantastic bike packing bike. There's no doubt about it. This is what this bike was made for. It will do gravel races just fantastic. But it's not the quickest sled in the group, so that's about it. Also, my black bibs. Shout out the black bibs. They're not on my bike, but they're on my butt.
We love our black bibs.
Yeah, absolutely. Go black bibs. This is 2026 Monster Cross. It is one of the earliest mid-Atlantic gravel scene races that you're going to have, and there's mosquitoes. It's the last day of February, and we're literally getting bombarded by mosquitoes. That's Pocahontas State Park. It's the largest state park in Virginia at 8,000 acres. 90 miles of trails here in Pocahontas, gravel fire roads. You've got a single track system, 132 campsites with electric water hookups, which we're at one of them tonight. 25 acre Swift Creek Lake. I'm gonna kill another mosquito. No, I'm not, he flew away. My second time doing this. Larry, how many times have you done Monster Cross?
This would be my 4th, I think.
Larry's 4th time doing Monster Cross. Jack, you were supposed to have done it a couple of years ago, but then you decided to get married.
Yep, this is my first.
So this is Jack's first time doing it. This Monster Cross is known for wrong bike syndrome. You've got flowy, easy, wide trail systems, you've got asphalt, you've got dirt, and then all of a sudden you've got twisty, windy single track with lots of roots and all sorts of stuff. So you never really can bring the right bike. So pro. It is so pro. It's right there, but it's a tear. You can see it right on the sidewalk. It's like torque, but do here, but I went in there. If the other one hadn't come out, I think it'd have been okay. I hate creek crossings.
Yeah, that one's got like some nice big rocks in the middle of it.
That's what I hit.
I bunny hopped one of them, I think.
All right, stay the fuck in there.
There we go.
There we go. Let's see if she's gonna hold. Okay. Major fail. Slashed the tire on that little creek crossing. Jack was there to save the day though. With a fall. Got it all put back together. We'll see if it holds. Monster Cross debrief. Let's start with you, Larry. How'd you do?
Fast and Furious.
What was the best part?
Probably the creek crossing.
It was fun, but that's what blew me up.
Yeah.
Both of them were actually fun. They were good recrossing.
The first one was a little sketchy, but the second one was fun.
Last of them. They were fun.
I don't know. Do you guys think there was? Well, do you think there was more people here this year than there have been in years past?
No,
Or was it? I think there was less.
I think there was less.
I felt like it was less too, and that's been the date changed.
Yeah.
But it was 2 weeks different.
It looked like it was about 300 compared to about 450 previous years.
Anything else to add to your finish?
No, it's
It was
just
a beautiful day.
a beautiful day and a lot of fun.
Man, it was warm. That the weather was a big player for me. If you think about it, like we talked about this like at the beginning, but it was like, wow, 2 or 3 weeks ago this place was covered with ice, and it was what 70 degrees today.
Right? Yeah, 70.
And I felt like I was a little overdressed.
Oh, I know I was with
Yeah,
full wool underneath. Yeah.
I had one little short sleeve base layer of merino, like polyester, and then a thicker long sleeve jersey.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was
I don't regret what I wore because it was definitely like still a little on the chillier side when it started, but I definitely like rolled my sleeves up towards the end there and was sweating a good amount.
Yeah.
I definitely think I think I was dehydrated. I think I went in under fueled and under hydrated, which didn't help.
Yeah, I think I like you. I tried to really hydrate the day before, even actually 2 days before, and that I think helps me a lot.
It did.
What about you? Race recap or event recap? I like calling it a race. It is a race, so
It is.
it's a race. It's a race.
But
recap.
first time I've ever ridden a bike race and regretted being underbiked. That even though this was a gravel race, the 2-track and the single track were rough enough that I wish I was on my XC hardtail.
Well, you said it at one point. It was like this course was deceivingly difficult.
Yeah,
because the descents are just on the edge of sketchy on a gravel bike.
You are on and paying attention the whole time, whether you're climbing and breathing hard or descending and having a hold on tight.
And there's some climbs that are a little punchy.
Oh yeah. There was a couple. Even some of the road climbs were punching it up where it was like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, cramped a little bit. I think due to underhydration, under fuel, with the heat, with the combo of it being the warmest day we've had this winter.
That's true. So if you think about it, so a lot of people there's been very limited training time in this winter because winter's been so hard, and then it suddenly went to like being warm, like borderline hot. I was sweating. It was borderline hot.
I had a thin wool long sleeve on and a thin wool short sleeve over that. the jersey, and then regular bibs. But all in all, for first time, loved it. It was enjoyable. I would do it again, but I would do it on a mountain bike.
Okay. What was the best part? What was the thing you enjoyed the most out of it?
Oh, I'm a mountain biker. The single track was.
Yeah, you definitely excelled.
I could tell. I pulled like you and I kind of stayed together. I tried to keep up with Larry at the very beginning. That did not last long. And you and I kind of stayed together, and I could tell like you were. I was holding you back a little bit fitness wise on some of the climbs and the straightaways, but anytime things got a little rough, I'd very quickly pull away from you and then catch back up.
Yeah, because I was well. Also, so my day, I was doing really well. I felt really good. In fact, if you look at my Strava, it's like, and I've ridden this course multiple times. It was like PRs down the line all the way until we got to that first creek crossing. And at that first creek crossing was when my tire just blew up, and it literally cut the toes. Probably about, what would you say, about quarter inch, eighth of an inch?
No, I'd say that was closer to like half inch. That was like a solid.
I was really surprised that 2 plugs sealed it.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
I think what happened was it cut the tire, but it didn't cut through the entire slice. It cut through just that outer layer of rubber. And so where you plugged it was where the actual incision was, but there was cut.
So we just kind of got lucky.
Yeah,
I thought my day was done. I thought it was done.
When I pulled up next to you at that creek crossing, I thought your day was done.
Because it was when I hit that creek and there was all that rough. It was really rough going into that creek, and there was somebody in front of me who kind of checked up going into the creek, and so that water was muddy, and he was coming out as I was going in, and I couldn't really see what the best line was, so I just sent it. But I'm still not 100% sure that my tire didn't cut on that nasty
descent,
the rock before.
I passed someone in on a mountain bike on that descent. It was you were holding on tight.
You're holding on. So maybe that been what it was, but the cut was bad enough. I think we lost what? I think we estimate probably about 20 minutes.
I think you lost 20 minutes. I think I lost probably more like 10 to 15.
Yeah.
I was a little bit behind too.
And by that time, your day's kind of over, and you're kind of like, and for me, I wouldn't have cared one way or the other. It would have been fine.
I actually think it was better because then it was just you and I. We passed a couple of folks. We had 1 or 2 folks come up behind us, but they never really blew past us, and we just kind of got to enjoy the rest of the day rather than that. Up until that point, I was jockeying with folks. Rubber band.
You definitely do a lot of that on this course.
Yeah, you do a lot of rubber banding. It's tight. People try to people speed up really fast on the sections they know well to pass you, but then you pass them.
That's another thing to think about.
Half mile.
These people know this course.
Yeah, I passed a lot of folks on times where I could tell I was technically better than them on downhills, but then they would know tight corners were coming up, and they'd pass me after the fact.
Yeah.
And that was honestly really frustrating.
Yeah. I hopscotched a lot of people.
Yeah. And that was kind of what we were doing too. And we were obviously behind you, but we were hopscotching within a group that we completely just totally lost. And then I think we may have been at one point the very tail end of the 25s, and then we worked our way back up. Yeah, even just going slow.
Yeah, and we weren't pushing it.
Yeah, we weren't pushing it at all. Just relaxing.
We stopped at the aid station at mile 23.
That was my highlight. That was my personal highlight.
You actually stopped?
We stopped. Jelly donut.
Big old jelly donuts with the raspberry filling, and they were Krispy Kremes too.
Oh.
I mean, did you not stop for a donut?
No, I didn't stop. I never stopped.
We agreed that aid station needs to be on the others because it came at a point where the trail kind of did this. It needed to be on the other side of the
exiting side.
Yeah.
On the exiting side of the tank, not on the entry back into the track.
Yeah, because that was a long ways. Once you made that turn where you could see the I don't know if it's an official rest stop or if it's just some people that say, hey, this is a good thing to do.
It was Virginia State. Those are state range. Those are Park Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a rest
official
stop.
rest stop.
Well, he must have had a lot of donuts. But it was, and we didn't stay there long.
No.
We were only there.
Once we saw the leaders. We saw the leaders of the 50 take that exit. At that corner.
Yeah, they were going.
We said, okay, we got to go because we don't want these guys to catch. We don't want to run into these guys on the trail.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's like you stop and eat that donut, and it's literally only maybe 2 miles.
But it's a hard 2 miles.
Yeah. That was probably one of the. Yeah, you got that long straight that's really nasty.
That was some technical single track.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hit that pretty hard. That downhill.
I
Right
think
after
we
that.
hit it hard too.
I hit it hard, yeah.
And I was right on you.
And you were right behind me.
And then there was a guy walking who had a problem, and he was walking on the right hand side, which, in fairness, where he should have been. He was doing shit, but it was right at the point where everything on the left was janky, and the smooth line he was walking.
He was walking smooth line, so I didn't take the janky lane. And I was bouncing up and down, and as I passed him, I was like, "Do you need help?"
So all in all, Monster Cross 2026, a lot of fun. I think if the weather had been bad, I think we'd be having a different conversation. Honestly, I think we'd be having a different conversation about that event if the weather had been like snowy or just even cold.
Cold would have been unfortunate.
Yeah. So Pocahontas State Forest, 8,000 square acres. I think 8,000 square acres is the biggest state park in Virginia, and that entire course is inside the park, which I think is actually amazing.
That's cool.
Because you've got 25 miles, and then it's 50 because the 50 just redoes. It's 2 laps.
Right.
But just that you've got 25 miles of really, really fun riding. And I think you're right. I mean, my hands, I don't mountain bike anymore because my hands are all janky, and I'm walking away from this. Like, I definitely feel it in my hands. So I think you're absolutely right. And that was a strange mix of like a lot of mountain bikes and then a lot of go fast gravel bikes. We saw some really skinny tires.
We did see a couple people on skinny tires, and we saw some folks on some pretty some true trail mountain bikes too.
Yeah.
Not just cross country, just like race mountain bikes.
Yeah.
This was the we've talked about a few weeks ago the mountain bikeification of gravel, and I think this is the perfect example of a course that is designed for a full suspension gravel bike. Something that's got beefier tires, drop bars.
I have in my brain the perfect bike to redo this course on, and it is a flat bar 40 mil suspension with like 50s, 55s.
Front and rear suspension? Just front. Yeah.
And you just do it. You just use beefier tires. You use beefier tires. You do Rodeo Labs flat bar build with like 50s, 55s. You do build front suspension with fat tires. Even that Diverge STR would probably be a great bike on this course.
You ride really rough West Virginia roads. Would you look at this course and think that I would have been better off with a mountain bike, or would you have said, I feel fine with the bike I rode?
I felt fine with what I rode because I can go way faster on a gravel bike.
Yeah. Okay.
I can roll the smooth stuff. I can really roll fast and make up time.
Yeah.
So I can suffer through the rough sections.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you didn't try to stick around with us because you finished really well. And I've told you that over and over again. It's like you need to start towards the front because we always start to the back.
We do always start the back.
We always
do party. We do the party.
Part in the back, but you have that strength in your age group and your divisions and all that stuff. You can. If I make a prediction, if you had started at the front of the 25s, like jockeyed yourself up there, I think you would have been probably maybe 4 to 6, maybe even 8 or 10 position higher.
Probably. Yeah. That's probably.
I think you could have gotten top 10 easy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because there's not many people out there in the 80 plus group.
Well, when you get up in the front, though, I mean, they push you. I mean, when you're up there, you're committed. You're going to have to stay on it.
Yep.
There's no backing off.
Yeah.
Once you're up there, you're committed. You're gonna ride with that group pretty much the whole way.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's such an early season event. You know, it's supposed to have happened in mid-February. Here we're at the beginning of March. But even at the beginning of March, it's cold.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's still before Pro-Tan. It's before. I don't think I can name another event that's before this one.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me, I get 40 miles a week. That's all I can get in.
Yeah, but your 40 miles a week is like 6,000 feet of elevation.
Well,
your
40 miles is worth like 100 of our miles.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And then you do all the snow fat bike stuff.
Yeah, that helps with the endurance.
Yeah.
Definitely a winter, a bad winter for early season.
Yeah.
For fitness and even technical. Like I haven't been on a mountain bike trail since probably November, maybe early December. That was the last time I rode a mountain bike on the trails down by us.
And now we've got
so crummy.
Now we've got Pro-Tan coming up in just like what 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2.5
You
weeks.
guys
Yeah.
have it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
looks smoother. It looks smoother. I will say that from the videos and that posted, it looks like the janky. Like, do you remember the cornfield
Yep.
Cornfield was
last year?
nice.
Oh, really?
It looks really
Matt
good this
posted
year.
a bunch of videos of all. He did the cornfield, he did the ditch.
What about the little section through the woods with all the
Yeah,
rough?
he did that too.
It still looks about the same.
But I think that should tore up as the day
It does. It does because we all 3 courses hit that place.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. Now, the one thing is different. He's got a lot less two-way traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Did the two-way traffic come into play for you at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
almost
Not
hit
for us.
bars with people going through the woods.
It
Yeah.
did not with us.
Yeah.
Not
And
at all.
we were out there mostly by ourselves on that section.
Yeah, I've had multiple times where I've almost hit bars with people going through there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really tight.
All right. Well, Monster Cross 2026 in the books. Clink,
Clink.
gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.